Let me ask. You mentioned. Oh, can you define white supremacy for me? Because I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
What does it
Don't
mean?
you?
No, I
Don't you?
really don't. Because I hear a lot of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them. Because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It means that since the founding of the nation, Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper called Notes on the State of Virginia. And in that paper, he was trying to convince Paris to come to this nation. And he described blacks as not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think that white people are superior.
So why would you use that word, the white?
What's supremacy mean then? Can we look up the definition?
Y'all got it means that you think you're superior to somebody.
Yeah, so yeah, he's right then. If people believe that,
you're like they're being treated better than me. They think they're better than me.
But
they're saying that without saying that though.
Yeah,
if you believe in that a lot, I can see what you're saying. Because if you believe in that a lot, and it's like, well, then you think that all these people are just better than you, man. They all got a better chance in life than you, and not gonna get stopped by the police or whatever you think.
But I think they add the ist for like them believing that, like white supremacists believe that they, want to keep their race above the black race. So I think that's the ist on it. Because white supremacist
means like you're a person who believes that you're superior because you're white.
Oh yeah, I thought the ist make it a person.
I think that classifies you as that.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. The IST could make you the person.
Yeah, because if you're a racist, they're classifying you as a racist person.
Yes. Supremacist is the
classifying you as that. Like you think you're superior.
Yeah.
So are there black?
But when black people call,
I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, like coining that term, black supremacist. I don't think that's a real thing.
What? So what would that mean then? A black supremacist?
I mean,
a black person that feel like he's better than white people?
Yes.
There's some people that
so
believe
y'all
that.
don't believe
think
that?
so?
Yeah, bro. You
So
remember we just seen the video.
So a narcissist is someone who believes that they're better than everyone.
Yeah, and a pessimist is a negative person.
I would never be the pessimist. I'd rather be I'm just saying that I had the big ones.
If we didn't believe in black supremacists, then we kind of contradicting everything we saying.
So is it? But I don't think that black people, like a racist black person, because which we already know is plenty of them.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I don't think that is black supremacy.
No,
they don't think they're better. They just think that
they just don't like a race of
they
people.
don't like them.
Yeah, correct.
But so it's not like I think I'm better than them. I don't like them.
Supremacist wants to keep the other race down.
So that's when the dude hopped up on the stage and said,
so I think if you want to do better for your, I think if you want to do better for your, I ain't gonna say if you want to do better for your people, but if you only care, I don't know, man.
I think white supremacists they just want white people to be superior to everybody else. That's that's the whole thing behind white people supremacy. They say that.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is.
They want white people to be superior to everybody else. That's where the coin white privilege stems from, saying that you have more privileges in society from being white.
Yeah, because just taking care of your community wouldn't be being a supremacist.
Not at all.
You could be a racist white person and not be a white supremacist.
Yeah, how can you? How can you? Because like a KKK is a racist and a white supremacist group.
But their racism stems from white supremacy. They're not just racist to be racist. They're racist because they think white people are better than everybody else.
Like I feel like there's white people who are racist. There's black people who are racist. All racists. There's people who are racist. But I feel like if you have a white person that's racist, they can literally just be like, I just don't like them.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily they think they're better. They say I just don't like them.
See, but that's what I'm saying. If a black person was racist, being racist to a white person, they don't have to like want their race to be lower than their race. They could just not like them.
That's what I'm saying. That could go both ways.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta keep this on both ways spectrum every time.
Yeah, every time.
We can't just say one group of people doing this and
not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think the white people are superior. It
so
means
why would you use that word, the whites supremacy? It implies that you believe that.
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No. I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
Why would he say that?
I don't feel comfortable.
He's trolling.
All right, relax. We do it fine.
No, I know I'm doing fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
So I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape. I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
Look at him.
He's so funny.
But all I'm doing is following up on what you've said to get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It feels like it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. And I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, like you're very clear. My point of view is not that white people are superior to me. My point of view was not that I'm afraid of black people in Chicago, and that's why I moved. So far, there's 3 or 4 things that feel to me like we're not having a good understanding. And I'm not kidding. I'm not talking anymore until they stop the tape and we take a break. Well, relax. We'll just and see if you still feel uncomfortable. Let me know, all right?
He is so true.
I'm not going to do this right now. I'm always grateful to come and talk to people about new ideas, and it's lovely to talk about my book. But this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to?
I'm saying I'm done today. I think
I
said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far as, am I afraid of black people? Nope. So far as do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, it's not.
See, that's what all these liberal people want. When the real questions come out and y'all ain't got a scripted on what y'all want to say, they break down. They have a little meltdown.
I've noticed that as well. I mean, like if you don't write about it, why are you getting mad when you questioned on it?
Hey, when we interview for Vegas,
if we keep it real, y'all.
It don't matter what we asked.
Yeah, enough for real. But if you go on someone's podcast, you would watch their videos first, right?
Yeah.
And so you see this, you know what he's on. It's not hard to see what. So why did you expect him to?
She wasn't paying attention. She probably looked at it as a money grab.
I don't know. I really don't know why she did this.
It's probably a money grab, bro. He probably like, man, let me break you off.
He is actually hilarious.
You know, he is. He said, I'm a dumb.
I'm slow and black.
I'm black and
slow. No, his TikTok clips are hilarious, seriously.
Bro, he hits people with the monotone,
nonchalant,
sarcastic, nonchalant.
It's just so funny.
So
you telling me
he just stays calm. That's why he believes, because he stays calm.
All right, go on.
He like a Republican.
I'm always grateful to come and talk to people about new ideas, and it's lovely to talk about my book. But this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to? I'm
saying I'm done today. I think I said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far as, am I afraid of black people? Nope. So far as, do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, doesn't feel like a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that, because you said that one of the problems with culture is that, and Republicans and Democrats, that they don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. Yeah. You said that they tend not to do that, and look like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say, I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but you're not showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not
what does that mean,
right
you're not comfortable? I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause.
Just end the meeting.
We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now.
Amazing.
I'm just sorry.
She said amazing.
Like if I wanted to get up there that bad, I would just hang up.
She like this kind of. She
Nah,
probably do like
it's
this.
just so funny how he just pauses, bro. Oh my god, that shit is hilarious.
So you
Why is his mouth open?
I know the mouth.
The mouth open. Like he messed up.
He said there. Are you comfortable now?
It's just like it's bad because I feel like I play around and joke like this sometimes. That's what it makes you.
How can you come on someone
first
else's
one we did around.
podcast and not expect questions? Then, for you to feel comfortable, you want questions to send somebody else on their platform. They get to ask you the questions, lady. This is insane to me.
It's just what is it? What is it considered?
Hey, she exposing.
Double standards?
I know this is what all these probably news channel, media channels do, bro.
We got to send you the questions.
I don't think that's how it works, though.
Hey, we don't know.
They definitely have a script. Oh, The View?
That's The View, though. That's TV. This is
Well,
a
not
podcast.
this, but I'm saying like, I mean, yeah.
But this is a podcast,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah,
You don't
but
get a script for a podcast.
No, you don't. That's why this is a problem.
You
Why she
don't
acting
know.
like
We don't know because
I
they
mean-
probably say you can't ask certain questions.
I'm sure
you
the
know?
interviewer has a script, but the guest doesn't. The guest supposed to just come and answer.
You talking about the
questions.
guest giving you
but
one.
Some guests probably want questions that you're going to ask prior so they know the information.
'Cause
It
think
won't sound
about-
stupid to the world. You
think
know,
about
that's
when
what
we-
she's upset about.
When we
Guess
talk
that
to
makes
certain
sense.
people, they ask for ours too. You know, to make
But
sure
that's what I'm saying. It's different than you say, "Hey, I want to see what your questions are, so I know how to answer each one question." But if you want,
Yeah,
if you're the
sometimes-
person that's trying to send them the questions,
they'll do
that's
that
too extreme.
To have like certain topics, okay, we're not talking about this.
Yeah, so for the PR, but
But this ain't that.
No,
At all.
I've never heard this one.
well,
If you write about and talk about politics and come on a podcast,
or you
if
finna
somebody
debate.
asked me to come on there and I didn't see that they were hard left, I'm saying, oh yeah, they finna try to get on my ass. Well, I better come with my facts.
Oh, I might need to have a piece of paper in front of me.
I'm gonna say, wait, can we have a meeting and you gonna prep me?
Yeah, give me a work.
okay,
I need a
I'll do
workshop.
that.
We need a workshop.
All you gotta do is hit him with this.
Answer.
You can watch it, I'll just watch it without trying to do like he do.
And I'm not
What
going
does
to do
that
it right
mean?
now.
You're not comfortable. I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause.
Dialogue.
We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now.
Amazing.
Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand. Because you're helping me to understand the culture better.
If we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know, like culture. What do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? And what's the message I'm trying to put in the world? I'm trying to put in the world a message of ferocious courage that allows for good conversations. And I'm also a human, and I'm saying
How you trying to
this
have good
conversation doesn't feel to me like it's going how I would like it to go.
So
And
before you run, can I ask you
I'm
about
not
some
running, I'm
other
just
part?
done. No.
Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
I know. I just can't do it today. It doesn't feel right.
So you want me to ask only what you want me to ask? What you want to talk
No.
about?
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it. I
Just
don't
leave.
feel like it's going well, and I would like to stop.
Well,
if you'd
can we
like
at
to
least
try-
talk about you being a minister and what that like for you?
I'm a minister, and I'm an activist, and I'm standing up for myself right now and saying this doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour now. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
And I respect it. Maybe I do respect what she's saying.
Nah,
but just
bro.
leave.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't respect that she's like.
I would have left if he would have just kept talking.
That she
after I
wants
said I didn't wanna talk no
questions,
more.
her only questions. That's the only thing I don't respect. But if you want to leave, I mean,
I'm just like, you know what side he's on all these issues. You have seen his content. If you went on his podcast, why did you go on there knowing what he's gonna do and not ready to be ready to debate? And think about it. If somebody said, "Salo, I want you to come on my podcast and we're gonna talk about,"
Your
well, they
book.
didn't even say we're gonna talk about about it. They said, "Would you come on our podcast?" And you look, and
we
you
know what
go
to
look at
expect.
all the videos. And they saying, "These damn
So why are you a
Republicans."
Republican? I would be able to answer that. That's why it makes me mad that if this is so much in her book, why was it such a hard question for her to answer? She did try to answer it, which she did.
probably didn't write her own book.
But like, if you came on a podcast, you would even expected dialogue from someone from another like what is it?
Point of
Yeah,
view.
or on Zoom, like y'all are gonna talk about something.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. But maybe it was.
I would
because
end the call if
She
I
said
was-
he was late though, so maybe she was upset about that. Like,
Okay, well then
He asked her one simple question and she shut down, bro. What is white supremacy? And do you believe that white people are superior to you?
why did she shut down after that? She just was
she
she talking about
didn't-
the
she didn't know how to
time?
Like, she didn't know how to answer that.
since she was cooked.
Like he really like he
Because
made
got
her look
he got her
stupid.
with, he said, "What is white supremacy first?"
And then she
And
answered it.
said, "Yeah." What did she say? She said like it's. She went back to that old story. He
Oh
said-
yeah, the Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, and then he was like, so basically, it's the belief that white people are better. Yes. So you call these people, so you believe that.
And she got mad. She said,
Because
"No,
that's
I
what
don't
it means."
believe that."
Well, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. But didn't
She's
come on though? Didn't Vivek Ramaswamy cook Charlemagne with a Thomas Jefferson a bunch of his points on the Breakfast Club?
Something like that. Like founding
from
fathers, like it was like a
Well,
history
it's the
lesson.
same thing.
country
He
was supposed to
that's what his majority of his campaign was about. Because I remember he was talking about Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I love talking about Thomas Jefferson.
I think it's because
what
Thomas
was she talking
Jefferson was like he was trying to relate that both of them like we're going through the same kind of crisis that they was probably handling in 1776.
I think what Vivek, when he said something about Thomas Jefferson in that context, he was like, "We're going to try to be." He's like, "to try to be a more perfect nation." So he's like, "We're not perfect." He said, "But the goal is to strive and strive."
Yeah, we've continued to get better. That's
Yeah,
what
that's what
Vivek's
the
point
point
was.
is.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
how
talking
he
about.
was
But yeah, she was saying that he like was saying he started white supremacy is basically what she was saying.
Yeah.
I guess that's.
So there was definitely a big difference. In
That's
what
what I'm saying. That's two big
examples were.
differences between this
What
argument and what
saying,
Thomas
yeah.
Jefferson did and said. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what's the truth.
Well, I mean,
This doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a
had
minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour now. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
Leave.
Well, I can't force you to stay, of course. I am a little surprised that you're running, but
What that you're saying I'm running is exactly why I'm not going to talk, because you are putting a meaning on that is not true for me. I'm
well,
not
running
running.
mean that
I'm
you
just
have to
running.
leave, right? You got to
I'm,
leave.
I'm saying I'm done. I'm saying I scheduled this from 3 to 4. It's 3:58. I'm finished for today. That's not running.
Leave.
That's being finished.
Okay, bye.
There's a connotation to
She
running
wants the last
that doesn't
word.
feel comfortable. That's not what I'm doing. It's not going well. We're going to stop.
Can I at least ask you one more question before you go?
She liked
It
it.
depends on what it is. I'll
About
listen.
Obama. You mentioned Obama earlier. Can I ask you something about him?
We'll see. Go ahead. I'll ask it. We'll see if I'm going to answer it.
You said that you mentioned something about the president starting an insurrection, causing an insurrection. And I want to know, were you surprised when Obama caused the insurrection by using
Obama
Black
didn't
Lives
cause an
Matter?
insurrection. Obama didn't cause an insurrection.
But when you said,
I was talking about Trump.
oh, you're talking about Donald Trump? Oh, I thought you meant Barack Obama. Because, you remember when Black Lives Matter was chanting?
I'm seriously, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever this is not what we're doing. I did not imply that the President Obama had an insurrection.
Oh, I thought when you said
That's
the
you saying
president,
that. No, you didn't think that. I'm
yes,
gonna
I
go
did.
now.
I was thinking about when Black Lives Matter was
I'm really
chanting.
sorry that I'm going to go, but I really am going to go.
Click the button.
And whoever plays this cuts it
That's
up.
it,
If
I'm
I see it in the world without having to approve it, I'm not going to be happy.
No, we're
This
not
is
going to cut it
going-
up. You got to worry. We're present it as is.
We're not going to present. We're not going to play this. Jake.
You might not be able to play it, but I'm playing it.
This guy is hilarious. Bro.
He's such a troll.
He could literally be a
Comedian.
A comedian,
nah,
bro.
he's crazy.
Oh wow, man! This happened not too long ago. Jesse
Man,
Lee
put up the
Patterson.
meme. Remember the little white kid?
Yeah, I just don't understand that. She just wanted her side to be viewed,
And
better
their
than
side always is with the let's feel comfortable, make everyone feel accepted. I'm not comfortable right now.
She had a liberal brain.
The what did she call it? Heroic courage.
She said ferocious
The
courage.
ferocious courage to say I'm uncomfortable.
But you know what's weird about that? When they gonna say, I want to feel comfortable, but you know, it's messed up that I always bring this up, but like, what about, you know, average Americans that don't feel comfortable already with all this bull stuff that, you know, everybody, that they promoting. So like, what about our comfortability right now?
Our comfortability?
So it's like, fuck us. So we supposed to say,
what? I'm uncomfortable. You're supposed to be all this rainbow game on TV.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable with my kids saying that shit.
You're supposed to be comfortable with that on Coco Melon, buddy.
I'm not comfortable.
You gotta accept them. Yeah, bro, no, I know,
feel
bro.
disturbed.
Every day we pull back the curtain and show their hypocrisy of their mindset.
I could never. Just knowing what I know now.
Her mindset.
I don't think there's no dude who can convince me. The smartest, most Democrat liberal. If he came say that one-on-one, I don't think there's no way. It got
evident.
He could convince me.
There's just no way
To vote. I'm just good at it.
What happened? He had the facts, like paper with the statistics, stats, and everything.
Matter, bro.
What are gonna be the stats on? There's
Doesn't
too
matter.
many things.
That's what she wants. She wants stats and all that, proof and all that, bro. It's as simple as
common sense.
Yeah, that's it. Literally,
common sense. Damn. We should change our names to Common Sense.
All right, guys.
Common sense.
Let us know what y'all think about
Television
Jesse Lee
network.
Patterson on here. The trolling is hilarious, guys. We're out of here.